It's a cricket game between Israel and South Africa. It's about 11:15, 20 on Tuesday, and South Africa is leading at the moment. Shalom.
Hello.
We're from Maccabi video channel, and we're speaking with the Israeli team, cricket team. And what's your name, sir?
I'm Danny Hutz.
Danny Huss?
Hutz.
Where are you from?
From Ranana.
Ranana. And how long you playing cricket?
4 years, 5 years.
4 years, 5 years. What's your score so far against South Africa?
I haven't betted yet.
You haven't betted yet?
No.
And what's the time right now? What the schedule is? It's halftime or was it a break?
No, we just had a drinks break. Yeah, right now.
What do you expect? What's your expectation from the game?
To win.
To win. What's the score so far?
It's 145 for 2 after 25 overs.
Oh, it's not that far.
Yeah, no.
All right. Good luck.
Boys. Tiles.
I'd like some of our friends here to comment about the game. So on the right side there's Barak, our commentator, and your friend?
Sure.
Shua?
Yeah.
You're both from South Africa?
Yeah.
Why do you like cricket so much?
Just growing up with it.
Growing up with it?
Yeah. And I guess that's a sport that you grow up with, is a sport that you like, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is it popular in South Africa?
Yeah, it's a very, very big, very popular sport. Yeah.
What kind of a game is cricket? Can you tell me a little bit about the game?
That's a very, very difficult question to answer.
Well, you try your best. What are we watching
Would you like me
right
to
now?
describe the actual game itself?
Yeah. What are we watching right now? What's happening on the
What happens
court?
is that you have 2 teams of 11, and the aim of the game is to get the most runs in a certain amount of overs allotted. For example, over here, there are 50 overs, and each over consists of 6 balls. And you go through this, and each side has 50 overs to get the most runs in. And if you get the side out, if you take one of the players out, you get 11 or 10 wickets, then you switch over, even if it's before the allotted overs are up. That's basically the game in a nutshell.
And what's happening right now on the court?
Right now, the Indians are, well, not, sorry, the Israelis are busy bowling to the South Africans.
Betting to the South African.
They're bowling to the South Africans, right?
Bowling. That's the way you call when you throw the ball?
When you throw the ball, it's called a bowl.
Okay. Teammates helping you to get the ball.
Right, basically.
Get the ball back to the base.
No, correct. So in that way, it's very, very similar to baseball. That you got instead of having 4 bases, you've just got 2 bases. But however, you don't remain at the same base the whole time. Meaning that the pitcher or the bowler, he's going to switch sides every 6 balls. They alternate, and a new pitcher comes in and he switches sides from the one base and he bowls from the other base. So every single 6 balls, which we call an over, every over they switch sides. that's what happens. It's very similar. And then the aim of the game is to, and the batter's job is he has to hit it out as far as possible and run between the bases.
As much as possible.
As much as possible. But for example, if he hits the ball along the ground and it goes all the way to the boundary without any interception of the fielder, so then it's called a 4. It's called a 4, and they get an automatic 4 runs. And if it goes over the boundary without a bounce, so then that's a 6. Call it a 6. Without that, and they don't have to run anything, and he remains where he is at the pitch.
Thank you, Barak.
Pleasure.
Is it a long game?
Yeah, it's a very, very long game. If you don't understand the game of cricket, it can probably be a very boring game. It's one of those games where you have to know what's going on in order to enjoy it.
Ooh. It takes how long? Average time?
The average time for the entire game, 5-6 hours. Yeah, 5-6 hours.
And there's some games called a 5-dayer, which are 5 days. It's a 5-day match, but it could be ended before 5 days if they've passed the required round.
And your name, sir?
Rafi.
Rafi what?
Okay.
Thank you, Barak.
Pleasure.
Are you from Israel?
Yes.
And who are you rooting for?
I'm going for Israel, but there's hardly chances that Israel will take it. South Africa is very, very good.
So Israel is behind right now.
Yeah, well, there isn't kind of behind. It's a question of who's better and who isn't. You look at the players and the averages of the other games, and you could decide who's better. And meanwhile, you could see that South Africa is much better.
Much better organized, much better trained.
Much better trained and organized, and they have much better players.
Quality players.
Quality that they play with in South Africa.
What do you think is a question of selection? You have better selection in South Africa, more players, or?
In South Africa, there's much more players because in South Africa it's a very popular game in South Africa. It's one of the most popular games in South Africa, and so a lot of people like it and good at it. There's a big selection in Israel. There isn't too much, so the selection isn't too big. South Africa are top class in cricket in the world. Israel or Europe, and not in that, they even that.
How about England and other teams?
England are also world class, and India also. Israel, think of the cricket team, which are in Europe, that are the only ones who aren't world class, and the Maccabiah are doing very well.
Who's going to win the tournament?
Well, the juniors, South Africa's got the gold, Israel got the silver, and Australia's got the bronze. And now we're playing, if Israel wins this and Australia lose against England in the other match, Israel are going to go to the finals against South Africa. Israel are going to go to the finals. And if Israel lose this, so it's going to be South Africa, Australia, the finals. And tomorrow's the finals in Ashland.
So expect South Africa against Australia in the final?
Yeah, it should be so, yeah.
All right. Thank you for being our commentator.
Thank you very much.
I think you were the youngest commentator in the Maccabiah. You did very well, Rafi.
Thank you.
And we wish Israel and South Africa good luck.
Yep.
Thank you. So this is the scorers of the game. Jeremy and Shlomi. And what's your job?
Well, usually my job's to play, but I've been given an X. So I'm scorer today.
How come you gave me an X, Jeremy?
X, I don't know, 2 failures. So yeah, they said, listen, what are you carrying the drinks today?
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Good man. This guy's he's nice a lot also. He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
Right. Family gathering.
Can't get very excited.
I'm allergic to baseball. Baseball is the same.